Riding bikes along the beach, squeaking sand beneath our feet. Water is so clear and blue, all my dreams are coming true. Days are hard and nights are long. I like singing you this song. Skinny dipping with the moon. Life's more fun when I'm with you. These days, under the sun together. These days, let's make them last forever. These days.
Happy birthday to you. I don't know if I should do the whole song by myself, but happy birthday. Hey, happy Tuesday. Happy last day of classes. You would think because it's my last day of classes and I have presentations in both of my classes that I have tonight that I would have spent the day doing schoolwork, getting prepared, and really I spent the entire day watching Pretty Little Liars today, so, you know. But also I think that's because Tuesday is just kind of my weekend. Tuesday, Wednesday are my weekend, so today was my resting Pretty Little Liars day, and then classes tonight, and then tomorrow I'll actually do work, maybe. We'll find out what tomorrow comes. But hi, I'm Anna. If this is your first time stumbling across a video, I'm so glad you're here. And if you're a subscriber, I appreciate you so much, but I'm currently getting my Master's of Social Work, which is the classes that I'm referring to. I have classes online. I'm currently in organizations, communities and organizations class, and a policy class that are done in 5 hours. I'll be done with them. And coming up next is a advanced clinical assessment and diagnosis and a suicide assessment and treatment class, which I'm infinitely more excited for than the two that I'm in right now. What else am I up to? I also intern. I went into my internship yesterday. I intern as part of the mental health team at a juvenile detention center. And what is really exciting is that this is the week that I get my own caseload. So I've been shadowing, I've been learning, I've been doing documentation, I've been able to do a couple things by myself, but coming this week, probably Thursday when I go back, I will get 3 kids on my caseload that are actually mine to do treatment with and to do individual sessions with, crisis management, literally anything they need, they will be mine. Which is nerve-wracking, is super nerve-wracking, especially just because working at the juvenile detention center, it's a state-run organization, and so there's so many requirements of documentation you must do, different processes you must do, and so I'm less worried about the actual interaction with the clients and more worried that I'm just going to mess something up by doing it wrong, but we'll see as that comes. And I try not to worry too much about it, especially on my off days, because why would I waste Tuesday worrying about my Monday, Thursday, Friday internship, you know? It's about 5 p.m. right now. Whenever I said that I didn't do anything all day, I mean all day. I did go work out a little bit ago. Don't know if you noticed, pump or not, but I did go work out and just drank my protein smoothie while I was talking to my grandpa for his happy birthday. I'm gonna take a shower real quick, and in a little bit, I'm actually gonna go meet Zach at Chipotle for dinner. I don't really know why. He just texted me saying meet me at 5:45 at Chipotle, so all right. Won't catch me saying no to that.
You take my hand, take it now, make me feel alive. Will I see you in the night lights? Oh my girl, I really gotta know.
Good morning, happy Thursday. As you can tell, the coffee's brewing over there, but you get me instead of the B-roll coffee clip. As you saw, I just went and worked out. Today is an internship day, and it is 6:46 right now, so I'm about to eat my breakfast, which reminds me, oh gosh. So if you were real OG, I feel like there's probably 100 of you. Like back in the day, whenever I was still at Bama and making videos, I ate overnight oats like this literally every single morning. I would make them the night before and then take them to work with me, and this is the first time that I've made them in months, but I'm so excited. I just make it, I think this was oat milk instead of almond milk. Usually I would do almond milk and then oats, chia seed. This one has chocolate protein powder, some strawberries, and some honey. So easy, so nostalgic, love it. Okay, a little internship OOTD. I gotta just start doing these in the mirror, but I got these khakis from Express. Absolutely love them. This is the exact same outfit that I wore last Thursday, if you watched last week's vlog, but I liked it, so I'm wearing it again. I'm gonna wear little like white sneakers with it. But update, because if you didn't notice, I've hardly vlogged. My last classes went well. I know I mentioned I had presentations in both of them. They were chill, they were low key. It was mostly just like telling the class about the project that we did for the whole class. And so it wasn't like PowerPoint, like stressful anything. It was just, you know, sharing what we did. So they both went well. One of my professors got like really emotional about class and like it kind of felt like the last day of high school or something. But I personally am just very excited for my classes to come. Yesterday, Wednesday, was a big old work day. So I did a little time lapse and that was it for the day. But I've started the reading for my next classes, which is just so fun and interesting for me. Like it's such a good feeling to have, to just be so interested in the classes. The upcoming classes are going to be so different than the ones I just completed. The ones I just completed were very like paper-based, group work-based, project-based, whereas the ones coming up are going to be much more quizzes and like case studies. But like I said, I'm excited for that. And then also yesterday I had my field seminar meeting, and so if you are a social work major or getting a degree in social work, what that is basically is a group of people that you stick with for the whole year or the whole time that you're in field, and you just talk about your experiences. You talk about like logistically what you need to complete. There's different like evaluations. For example, my supervisor will evaluate me at 6 weeks to get like the starting point, and then there'll also be a mid-year and an end-of-year evaluation. We have to do process recordings, which is essentially when you take a client interaction, you have to write verbatim, line for line, like what you said, what they said, and then you have to say like what you felt during that, like for each line, what social work skills you were using, and pretty simple stuff like assessing, engaging, establishing rapport, like those kinds of things. And then you also have to write like your analysis or observations line for line for that interaction, and then your supervisor has to write like their comments about like how you handled the situation and everything. So those end up being really long, and we have to turn in 2 this semester. So the one I did was honestly like the shortest client interaction I have. It was when a youth submitted a help request, and so I just went to address the help request. It wasn't a full session, but even then the process recording is 3 pages long. But we talked about those. We talked about just like your experience, your caseload, what you're nervous about. It's basically just to have like a community of support as you're doing your field placement, because it can be so new, right? And it can be so intimidating. Yeah, but I did that yesterday. Like I said, going in today, I am on the fence. I might be picking up Starbucks on my way there for no other purpose than just treating myself, but I might also want to save it for a different day. Yes, but I'm going in today, and I'm pretty sure, I'll let you know afterwards, I'm pretty sure I get my caseload today. Like officially like have the names, have them transferred to me, which is intimidating as heck. Like that. I'm nervous. I know that it'll go well and that I don't know. It's like whenever I started my internship, it was like the huge learning curve of just like understanding how things happened, how things work. And then I know, and now that I'm finally feeling comfortable, now I'm gonna get my own caseload, and it's gonna be another huge learning curve of just like how to prepare sessions, how to document well. Like sometimes the best way you can learn is just to get thrown to the wolves. And I've been prepared. Like they're not just being like, all right, go do your, like, no, I've been prepared for it. But now it's like this big jump to actually like have my clients, like they're gonna be like, oh, who's your mental health provider? Miss Scholl. It's crazy. I'm excited. Like this is what I want to be doing, but it's just intimidating. 7:52 right now though, so I'm about to head out. I'd kind of forgotten that I was getting my caseload today. Now I'm feeling a little bit nervy. Just a little bit. It'll be good though. It'll be good. If I say it enough, it'll be true. Are you ready to get just like a little bit cheesy for a second? I feel so thankful that I love what I'm doing. In the past, I've had jobs that I really have not liked or have grown to not like, or just things have not gone well. But I think it's such a good sign that last year's field placement that I did, and then like my internship now, I don't want to leave at the end of the day. Like I'm just so excited. I just really care about and really like what's happening there. And so I just want to be a part of it. And that is such a good feeling and a good reassurance, because if there's ever been like times that I've questioned whether social work is right for me, which there's been only barely a few times I've questioned that, but obviously it's not natural to have questions about like what you pick in college and everything, but it's just such a good reassurance that I am loving what I'm doing. And I think that can kind of serve as encouragement too, that like it is possible to really enjoy what you do throughout the day, and it really just affects your livelihood, right? Like if you're going to be somewhere 7, 8, 9 hours a day, that it does you so much better to love what you're doing than to not. So I don't know if you need a little encouragement to do something you love with your life, but I just think it's crazy. Like even if you go watch videos from like over this past summer, whenever I was at a different job than I currently am doing, I just feel like my whole persona changes. I don't know how obvious it is to like others looking in, but just my feelings too and my thoughts and like me knowing my own well-being during the two, just like comparing them side by side, like the June and July months versus the September and October months. I'm just so excited to really enjoy what I'm doing. That being said, an update on my internship, I do have a caseload now. I think I said this morning that it was going to be 3 because that's what I thought at the time. I actually have just 1 assigned to me right now, and then I'll be picking up some of another mental health providers whenever they go on leave in a couple of weeks, and so they didn't want to like load me up now to then also pick up some other ones, but it'll work out because the one that I do have is a good learning experience for me. I'm getting to learn how to do a lot of different things with this child, but yeah, I just love it here. Today we had our treatment team meeting, which I talked about last week, but it's just where people from different departments in the whole mental health department come together to kind of talk about cases, give updates on children, work together to figure out like how best to support a child, to figure out like if they've been acting out, maybe like someone can give insight into why, or like if behaviors are just working together to figure out how to best serve the client, which is in this case the youth. And I actually presented 2 today. They weren't my 2, I was presenting for someone else, but I did present 2 for the whole treatment team, which really just meant reading notes, so it's not that big of a deal, but I feel like it's a milestone. The fact that I'm really here, I'm really contributing. I'm feeling a lot less nervous for having my own kids now. I know this morning I was mentioning how like I was worried about like the documentation, and I do feel a lot less nervous. I think part of what's helping is that I'm trying to remind myself that like I've been trained for this, like this is what I know how to do, like doing the therapy with the clients and stuff, like that's what I've been learning how to do, like I know how to do it, I'm qualified to do it. And so it really just is that kind of like imposter syndrome that's bringing me down sometimes, being like, you have no idea what you're doing, which sometimes feels true, but also sometimes that's when you just gotta be thrown to the wolves and realize, oh wait, actually no, this is what I've been learning for the past 4 years. I'm feeling good, if you can't tell. Feeling great, which is such a good difference. My challenge to you is to go watch some summer videos, pick out the differences, see if it's a different person back there, because I feel like it is. Hey, I just stopped by Smoothie King on my way home because it's $5 Friday. Remember in college when I used to go do those all the time? Oh, so nostalgic. They had a sign that said, come, what was it? 10/29, $5 Friday ends. So I'm gonna have to do a little research when I get home to find out if it's like that Smoothie King or all of Smoothie King, because I would not really be okay with all of Smoothie King getting rid of $5 Friday. Second point, I guess this is just like a living in the city thing. This is a whole like parking garage I'm in, and then I just had to walk to Smoothie King. Never done that before. Third point, got Zach Gladiator with chocolate protein, strawberry as a fruit. Got myself a chocolate peanut power plus, and I requested almond milk, but sometimes they don't do that, so we'll find out later whether this is almond milk or not. This morning, I wasn't ready to talk about it, which is why I didn't do a vlog clip. This morning, there was another roach in the kitchen, which I am not okay with. I'm honestly not really okay with talking about it right now. But the worst thing, we had a fight, we really did. I tried to get him, and he got away. So he's still existing in my kitchen, and that's been a big source of physical illness for me throughout the day. I hate them. Next point, what is this? Like 5th point in my update. Today was one of actually the more overwhelming days, I think, of my internship so far. There was a lot of paperwork that I had to do, and despite having done like paperwork before and having seen it, everything I did today was new to me. And so I feel bad because like I'm a student, like I'm an intern, so I shouldn't, I don't know, feel bad for needing to learn, but like I feel bad because I'll type up the notes and then like we'll wait for someone to read them over before I enter them into the official government system, and I feel like I'm a burden sometimes. I feel like I'm more of a burden than a help sometimes, but I think that's just a feeling I need to get over because like I'm learning, I'm there to learn. They took me on knowing that I am a student, but it's just like caused some, I don't know, some anxiety I guess throughout the day. And then also I have my last teach backs for my tutoring certification I'm getting. I had a week off last Sunday, and then I have this upcoming Sunday, the last teach back, in order to get like officially certified for ACT too. I did SAT a couple weeks ago. ACT is coming up, and I haven't prepped the content. I need to prep the content. I think those are all the thoughts on my mind. I'm sure I'll let you know if I come up with any more. Gonna drive home now though. I have cleaned every surface of this counter and taken everything off of it so that if there are any more little creatures who shall not be named, they won't be crawling all over my stuff. Happy Saturday. Today, like I mentioned yesterday, is a big work day for the teach backs, which I know I need to prepare for. Like I know I need to spend time on it. I just, in my head, it feels like Saturday should be like a rest day. So it's kind of hard for me to get going today, but I'll do it. I'll do it. Sometimes that happens. It's okay. I'll be all right. I put in a maintenance request about the roaches this morning, and so I'm hoping they'll come. Cause okay, maybe I'll show you where it went yesterday. There's like this space that I feel like should not be there. Look. Oh wait, so cabinets, under cabinet, it went up there and you can see like the wall is not complete there. Like there's an actual hole, and so I kind of want them to fix that because I don't want to be joined by any other creepy crawly friends, you know? A quick update on some of the books that I've gotten in the mail recently. I haven't really been showing them as I've been unboxing them, but I have A Letter to Three Witches, which it looks Halloween-y. So nearly a century ago, Gwen Ingalls' great-great-grandfather cast a spell with catastrophic side effects. As a result, the Grand Council of Witches forbade his descendants from practicing witchcraft. The council even planted anonymous snitches called Watchers in the community to report any errant spell casting. Yet magic may still be alive and not so well in Zenobia. Gwen and her cousins Trudy and Milo receive a letter from Gwen's adopted sister Tanith informing them that she's bewitched one of their partners and will run away with him at the end of the week. While Gwen frets about whether to trust her scientist boyfriend currently out of town on a beetle studying trip, she worries that local grad student Jeremy is secretly a watcher doing his own research. Cousin Trudy is so stressed out she accidentally enchants her cupcake, creating havoc among her bakery customers and in her marriage. Perhaps it's time the family took back control and figure out how to harness their powers. How else can Gwen decide whether her growing feelings for Jeremy are real or the result of too many of Trudy's cupcakes? So, A Letter to Three Witches by Elizabeth Bass. This one, Dear Barack. The Extraordinary Partnership of Barack and Angela Merkel. I won't read you the whole bat. I don't know if this is going to be top of my reading list. It doesn't necessarily look intriguing. But maybe one day if I get bored. This one, The Blaze Wrath Games by Amparo Oritz. It says, Lana Torres has always preferred dragons to people. In a few weeks, 16 countries will compete in the Blaze Wrath World Cup, a tournament where dragons and their riders fight for glory in a dangerous relay. Lana longs to represent her native Puerto Rico in their first ever World Cup appearance, and when Puerto Rico's runner, the only player without a dragon steed, is kicked off the team, she's given the chance. But when she discovers that a former Blaze Wrath superstar has teamed up with the Sire, a legendary dragon who's cursed into taking a human form, the safety of the cup is jeopardized. The pair are burning down dragon sanctuaries around the world and refuse to stop unless the cup gets canceled. All Lana wants to do is represent her country. Now to do that, she'll have to navigate an international conspiracy that's deadlier than her beloved sport. I'm pretty sure this is young adult. Both of these books that I read to you are like different than what I would usually read, like the kind of fantasy part of it. The Blaze Wrath Games, the one that I just read, in my head, it's going to be the scene from Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, wherever they're fighting the dragons. It's just going to be an extended version of that. I'm sure that's not true, but I kind of feel like that's what it is. Last night, I finished The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which I know I've mentioned, if not in this video, in the last one, and it is such a hyped book. Like, I feel like everyone's either read it or had it on like their to-read list, and it was really good. I think it holds up to its hype. I gotta go start my work for today. Sometimes it's funny to me because I'll get comments that are like, thank you for motivating me. Like, after watching this video, I feel so motivated. Like, it's great to see how productive you are, all like that kind of stuff. And honestly, it's really a great encouragement. Like, every time I've seen that, it's kind of, you know, put a little spark inside me. But it's kind of funny to me because I think I know how much I struggle to get started with things in the day, just because, especially if I've been doing things for quite a few days in a row, then I know like how much I just want rest. Like, I just love resting or just like chilling, doing what I want, not having pressure, which, you know, in a perfect world, maybe that could be true. But I know like how much I struggle to start doing things. And so it's kind of funny then to see people say that they're so motivated by me at the work that I do and stuff, because like to me, it doesn't feel impressive because I'm like, oh, sister procrastinated for like an hour this morning, walked upstairs, played Angry Birds for another hour, like took forever to get started. But I guess what counts is the fact that like I do get my work done. I do my schoolwork, do the internship, do YouTube, whatever. Like, it gets done. It takes a lot of willpower that I don't always have. I'm gonna keep sitting here chatting if I don't just like cut it right here. And I've got to go prep.
You on my mind. Hey, oh, walking in the night with the moon and the stars, they make me feel alright.
As a little treat, I got Uber Eats. I had a little deal that was the like get 20 off if you spend 25. Let's do a little unboxing. Well, that's a little funny. It has a DoorDash sticker on it, and I definitely got it from Uber Eats. I got it from Clean Juice is the restaurant name. I have never heard of it before, but got me a little smoothie bowl. It's a little melty, so I'm gonna put it in the freezer, but it's their dragon fruit bowl. It has the smoothie bowl, has granola, coconut flakes, goji berry seeds. I'm pretty excited for it. And then I also got a grilled cheese. And I kind of want to have the grilled cheese first and have the smoothie bowl later because it's like warm and delicious right now. Oh, and it smells amazing. Okay. It smells so good. I can't even remember all that's in here, but I feel like it would get soggy. So the plan was smoothie bowl for breakfast, grilled cheese for lunch since I had to spend the 25 to get 20 off, but I think we're just gonna grilled cheese it now. Yeah, that's good. That is good. Okay, hello. I still look like this with my toothpaste stained shirt, which is ridiculous because it is 3:30 in the afternoon now. I've been working all day so far, just like I thought I would. I'm about to make a turkey tenderloin. That's the oven just preheated. So I mentioned how I'm like doing the teach backs for the ACT because I'm getting certified to tutor it. So in the ACT, you know, there's reading, English, math, and science. I have not done math since high school, and ACT has like higher levels of math in it than the SAT does. So I'm having to like relearn math to the point where I feel confident enough to teach it, which is just nuts. So I think so far, I feel confident in my reading and English sections, and then I'm currently trying to work through math because they also gave us more of the math sections to teach since it's the harder one to like make sure that you're competent in it. And so I have 3 different math sections to teach and I've gone through one of them. So I still, if you're staying with me, I still have the 2 other math sections and the science section, and it's 3:30 and I started at I think like 8:15 this morning. So it's a lot. This could be spread up, like spread apart, split up. That's what I'm thinking of. This could be split up over a couple of days. I just haven't had the couple of days to do it. So that's why all Saturday. But come tomorrow, theoretically, if I don't flop, I should be certified and done with the training. But then the thing is, once I actually start teaching the tutoring classes and stuff, I'm just gonna have to be prepping all the time for that too. So it is good pay. So that's a worry for the future, the actual teaching of it. I'm nervous for it. I feel like I'm learning so much new right now. Like everything I'm doing is new. Like at my internship, remember we mentioned that. I'm about to start new classes for grad school. I feel like my brain is expanding. It's at like max capacity. Let's go put my tenderloin in the oven. Exciting, here it is. Zach's been at a meet today, which is why he's not here, but he's getting back in probably like an hour or so. Like honestly, probably when that tenderloin gets done is when he gets back. Their meet was in Birmingham. He swam 3 events, I believe, 2 breast, 2 IM, and 500 free. I might be making that up. I think that's what he swam today though, but I think it went well. I'm excited to hear from him how he felt with the swims. Back at my little desk that I know too well. Look at this. Did you ever think I'd be doing this again? Social worker who?
Will I see you in the night lights? Oh my girl, I really gotta know. Will I see?
Will you close out the vlog with me? Yeah? Okay. See how the tenderloin was maybe?
It was pretty good. I mean, it tastes like all the other ones. I think it's like a lemon. There's some other spice with it, but it's pretty good. I mean, we ate the entire 2-pound tenderloin.
That's true. Pound each. How was your meat?
Decent. Painful.
Fair. What's your weekend look like? They know all about mine. What's tomorrow doing for you?
Homework and football.
For a typical Sunday.
See you next time.